So Drop 19s have released the second single from their upcoming album, Hard Light. It's called A Hitch. And this is a bit more kind of vocals of more forward, it's a bit more post-punk. The guitars are slightly more in line or behind the vocals. Some interesting sounds there, those swirling around, kind of panning left and right, like in a rhythm. So it's that kind of rhythm going on. It's got some hilarious lyrics. Something to do with some Dr. Robert guy, which reminds me of the Beatles, because I'm pretty sure they've got a song called Dr. Robert, or at least he's like a character in one of their songs. Something from like, is it the White Album or Revolver? Like one of them has like some Dr. Robert reference. So yeah, there's definitely some like Beatles reference in there. I mean, they did a cover of Here Comes the Sun, some demo that you can find that was never released. So they're definitely big Beatles fans. But yeah, massive Beach Boys vibes in the voice. Very Al Jardine in Gregor Kelt's voice. Definitely hearing the Beach Boys influence. But yeah, interesting single, and it shows that it's not going to be all of it's not, all of it's going to be a bit different. It's not going to be a wall of sound all of the time. Maybe that National Coma kind of, well, it's not as bad as that though. I mean, that's just like them yelling all the time and stuff. But yeah, it shows that they're going to have more kind of prominent, where the vocals are more prominent. They're going to have songs like that and then some kind of funny lyrics. Because yeah, there's like some swearing in this song, which is quite funny. Dr. Effin Robert, they say on the second verse. And yeah, I'm not quite sure what the song's about. It's like the A side to the B side to the C side. I'm wondering if that's like a synonym kind of thing with the C side, as in like something to do with escaping to the sea, actual SEA, as in the ocean, water. Because I think obviously Scapa Flow had this kind of, that was to do with ships being lifted up, like sunken ships being revived basically from the bottom of the ocean. And this has lots of like ocean references to it. It's like on the second verse, it's like, it was oceans ago, like that. So I think, yeah, the seaside, that's like a pseudonym, is it? Where it's like, it's like a nuance where it's referring to both a lost track kind of thing. Like, it's not good enough to be a B-side, so it's a C-side of a vinyl. But it's also saying that seaside is in like escaping to the water, to the ocean kind of thing. So I think, yeah, it's got an interesting concept. This album is definitely something to do with water and boats and oceans. Maybe about being seasick. Maybe some kind of reference to that. But yeah, like, because it's saying about getting help from Dr. Robert. So maybe it's just about being seasick, and also about kind of throwaway songs or something, because it's on about A side, B side. So maybe it's got a bit to do with like, it's like critiquing the streaming kind of service, and like wanting to go back to like the old traditional way where people would respect like every single song on a record instead of just the one song on a playlist kind of thing. But yeah, that's just my assumption. But yeah, overall, though, I quite like it. It reminds me of kind of like Ride with their last two albums in a way, where it's kind of on the fringes of shoegaze, but not quite there. But the stuff I've heard from the other tracks, the little snippets, do sound like it's gonna be quite heavily dense psychedelia in the other tracks, and it will be some real proper shoegaze songs on there. So yeah, overall, I'm quite happy that they've kind of deviated into a different kind of style, and yeah, that's it for today. I think the whole thing would be a mixture. It'd be some real shoegaze heavy stuff, but then I think some of it would be other kind of more accessible styles in there. So yeah, I think the album would probably sell well when it comes out. I think it would do really well because it's going to satisfy a lot of different music fans, like different fan bases and people who want to hear different styles. So yeah, all good, mate. Drop 19s. Well done.